Hi, this is Celia Sasser, and welcome to She's Magic, the Modern Day Witch channel. Welcome to Pick a Card, your message from Spirit. Choose from pile 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, so if you chose pile 1, this reading is for you. Let's go ahead and get started. Right off, I'm seeing that, that this is this crystal that you've been drawn to with the orange color. This is telling me that maybe there's something going on in your sacral chakra, which is found below the belly button. This is where our energy center is for creativity, giving birth to something new, starting on a new path, and going after what we truly desire. And so maybe that's why you were drawn to this crystal, because you might be working on something new. You might have decided that you're going to go into business for yourself because of all this uncertainty that's been going on, and you want to be in charge of your income. You never want to be in a situation where someone can let you go. And so this is for my pile 1s. This is the reason why you were drawn to this pile. So let's go ahead and start with your oracle cards to find out what messages Spirit has for you. Okay, so what we've got is purification. So right away I'm hearing Spirit saying this is time for you to go inwards and find more flow. Find, you know how rain, it lightly hits your skin, and it's more of a soft flowing energy. I'm hearing that you've been really, pushing really hard on whatever this is that you're creating. And sometimes in the stillness of the rain is when you get a clearer insight. This is where everything seems crystal clear. I keep hearing clear. And you can see that right here, there's a little bit of light down at the bottom there. And that's where you start getting more of a spark of, this direction that you're going in. And it doesn't feel like, because you can see the picture is very serene. There's a light fog in the air, and it's more of a restful, peaceful state. So I'm just really hearing, and you can see that there's the moon in the background. So what I'm hearing from Spirit is during this lunar eclipse that you take some time to get really clear on what you're manifesting. Write them down. Be intentional of what direction you want, instead of spinning out of control, just trying everything, like throwing spaghetti to a wall. It's like, here, take some time to really see the picture, is what I'm hearing. Because the next oracle card you got is support. And this says that your life purpose fully supports you. So some of you might be in the medical field. Some of you might be drawn to becoming a healer. Maybe this is the creative project that you're working on, that you're birthing this business. Maybe you're walking away from the medical field and you want something that's more spiritual. And maybe that's where there's some questioning going on. You're wondering if you're doing the right thing. Are you crazy to go after this unconventional way of doing things? And Spirit wants you to know that you are fully supported on this life purpose, that the reason why you're feeling drawn to go in this direction is because you are being guided. Okay, I'll put those there. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with your tarot cards. Alrighty, so you've got the Nine of Materials, the Five of Inspiration, and the Hierophant. So what I'm hearing right away is, yes, you are working on something. This Nine of Materials is coming to an end of a cycle. Like, you've made the decision that you're going to do this, but there is some there's like this hold back, like there's some doubt coming up. There's this resistance of, you know, am I doing the right thing? Should I be going for this? It's so iffy. It's so, you know, I don't know, because I have this where I believe it's certain, but you're really burnt out from it. And you can feel the energy of this new growth. It's like these beautiful roses, and you see there's a hand there dropping the roses down on her, and she feels expansive. So know that you are being divinely guided, whatever this is that you are being drawn to. But when I'm looking at this spiral behind her, the cyclical dots here, you are spinning out of control. You are overthinking the process, questioning yourself. With the Five of Inspiration, that's like the Five of Wands energy, where it could be this internal battle with yourself, you know, where you're starting to sabotage your efforts, wondering if this is the direction, overthinking the process, feeling like it's not happening as fast as you want it to, just really questioning everything. And with the Hierophant showing up, Spirit is saying that maybe it's time for you to seek out a teacher, seek someone that can support you in this process. You know, the Hierophant can be a counselor, can be a priest, someone, you know, someone who performs a marriage, teachers. And so you can see there's a woman right here, and she's looking up to this person. And this could even be, with the Purification card, Spirit is reminding you to go inwards because you hold the inner light. But because of all of this energy here, I'm really hearing Spirit, again, you've got this orange color matching up with the orange crystal, that you are really in your creativity zone, but you're overthinking it. So you need someone there to give you some eyes, to give you a different perspective, so that you can feel more grounded again, so you don't spiral out of control. And then what you received again, you got the Five of Wands. So Five of Wands is like the Five of Inspiration. You are really having a battle with yourself. This could be the people around you as well. You might have family members that don't agree with this transition that you're wanting to do. They don't understand it. They don't get why you're going to choose this path. So not only do you have the internal battle, you have an external battle, but there's a lot of energy here where it's like you're really wanting to go for it, whatever this creative project is, whatever this new job is, you're really wanting it, but there's some hesitance there. There's this, you know, trying to see everybody else's perspective, and over listening to what other people feel you should be doing, where I always say that when you receive a creative seed from Spirit, it is for you and it's for no one else. And that's why you've received this card, that you're fully supported. Your life purpose fully supports you, because Spirit wants you to know that if you are questioning it and you're looking for external support, it will sabotage your efforts. All you need to know is that you are fully supported in the unseen. It's been divinely guided to you. There are things happening that you cannot see, to be patient and to know that this was meant for you. So the other card you got is the Hierophant. So again, you've gone with starting something new. You have the Five of Wands twice, and you have the Hierophant twice. So Spirit's message really is you need to seek some assistance at this time. They really want you to move forward on this life purpose, but you are sabotaging yourself and you're letting these arguments get the best of you. And so Spirit is not only once, but twice reiterating that you need to seek. So maybe you should be seeking out a coach that can give you more guidance, that can give you a roadmap, that you can play off ideas and ask for some strategies, because we're not supposed to be doing this alone. So when we get a calling to show up in a bigger way, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to do it by yourself. And I feel like you have an entrepreneurial energy, and that you're really wanting more. You're wanting to feel this energy. You're walking away from doing things the old way, but you're too much in your head and it's keeping you stuck. So also be mindful of this lunar eclipse energy. It does keep you in your head and start making you feel like you're overthinking everything. But the best way to get a different perspective is to seek someone that you can that can hold you accountable for the direction that you're going, that can talk you off of the edge. Because if you do have, there's 5 of Wands twice. So not only are you beating yourself up, you're letting other people beat you up as well in trying to tell you what they think you should be doing. And the only way that you're going to be able to move yourself out of that energy is to get support from somebody else that doesn't have a tie with you, this bond with you, or feel like, because if it's a parent, them feeling like because they're your parent they have the right to tell you what to do, or if it's a relationship you're in, but there's just too many people telling you what you should be doing, and this is creating, like I was saying, this energy of this spiral. And it's like I look at this and I feel dizzy, and so I kind of feel like that's what you're feeling. You're feeling dizzy because everybody's trying to tell you what to do. Everybody's trying to tell you where you should go, what you should be doing, and you're wanting something different, but it's not conventional, okay? And so because it's not conventional, they are questioning you. And I feel for my pile ones that you're really drawn to something that's in the healing arts. And the healing arts, some people don't understand, but you've been drawn to it for a reason. So know that you are fully supported by Spirit. And that's all I have for you, my pile ones. If you would like a deeper reading so we can really go in and see what these blocks are and get some clarity, you can always book a session with me. And like I said before, I do have a link below. If you found some peace with this and some clarity, and you'd like to have an exchange of energy with me, there's a link where you can buy me a cup of coffee. Thanks again for all your likes, your comments. It really helps boost my channel because it's in the beginning stages. And so many blessings to you, and thank you for being here, my pile ones. Hello, my pile twos. If you picked this green crystal here, this reading is for you. Right away, what I'm hearing, if you were drawn to this crystal, the green represents the heart chakra. And so there's something going on it's an emotional feeling. And so know that with your heart chakra also leads you towards the direction you should be going. And so if you're feeling like your heart is feeling a certain way, if you're not trusting it, know that the feeling is true. Trust your intuition, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start with the oracle cards first, and let's see what you have. Okay, so you've got wake up call, and you have infinite abundance. So right away with the wake up call, you can see there's the moon there, the waves are really crashing. This tsunami. So again, for my pile twos, I'm hearing that, you know, there's some emotional things going on right now. Like it kind of blindsided you. Um, it might feel like it's earth shattering at this time. It might feel like something that you didn't want to hear, but what Spirit is saying that it's a wake up call. It's not, it isn't happening to you because you're being punished. It's not happening to you because, you know, life is hard. It's happening for you, okay, is what I'm hearing. It's happening for you. So be mindful of the energies right now, especially with this lunar eclipse, to take some time to rest, to rejuvenate. Um, I'm hearing, you know, relax, take a bath with some bath salts, set your intentions, journal, just really nurture yourself. Because what you have is infinite abundance. And it says you are fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose, okay? And what I'm hearing is this is happening. Whatever is going on for my pile twos, it's because on the other side is abundance. So Spirit had to step in and shake things up for you. I always say the universe will shake you up to wake you up. And I feel like whatever this is, it doesn't have to be some major catastrophe, but it's something that you were not expecting. And it kind of just pulled the rug from underneath you, and it felt like, you know, like a wave crashing over you. But Spirit is saying it's because your infinite abundance is on the other side, that you're definitely supported, and you know, so this is pushing you into a transformation, because I see that there's 2 butterflies here. So that is, or there's 3 butterflies. So this is like 3 times the amount of transformation. So that's where you are heading. It's like waking you up so you can start understanding that you're being divinely guided, that you can start trusting Spirit, that you go through this transformation. It's like I see this hand, it's holding on really tight, and I feel like that is you, like you're gripping for dear life. You know, like when a tide comes in and you're swimming and it keeps pulling you out further and further and you can't get to the shore. It's that kind of energy, like you're feeling like whatever this is going on, it feels like you're drowning. But know this is happening so that you can wake up. It's a wake-up call, because your abundance, your infinite abundance, is on the other side, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with your tarot cards. You've got 3 of materials in reverse. You've got the High Priestess. This is my pile 3s. And you got the Page of Inspiration in reverse. Okay. So right away, Spirit is saying that, showing me, okay, this wake-up call, it has to do with maybe there's a friendships that you have. Someone hasn't been very nice, or this community or whatever, like this connection is falling apart, is what this wake-up call is. It's like you thought that that these people had your back, that you were being fully supported, and you know, it just feels like you thought you were building something and it's falling apart, okay, with this being. So you have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess energy is here to remind you to trust your intuition. Her third eye is lit up. She is connected to the crescent moon. She is wise. She knows that everything is happening for her benefit. So if this is a relationship, a love relationship, and it's falling apart, know that this is for your benefit, because there's something better on the opposite side. If this is a job, if this is friendships, if this is, you know, anything that you thought you were connected to that's falling apart. Trust in your high priestess energy. Trust your intuition. What is your heart saying to you? Okay? Like we were talking about this crystal being drawn to it. It's for the heart chakra. And like I said, your heart will always guide you in the right direction. So trust your heart. Trust your third eye. So during this time with this potent full moon, this eclipse moon, it's time for you to trust that energy and get really clear. If this is a relationship, maybe you just haven't been precise about what it is that you want from a relationship, or what it is that you're going after. Or maybe you're stuck in something that it keeps continuing over and over, and then it feels like it's getting better, and then it comes crashing down again, and you get taken back out to sea again. It's like that kind of energy. And then you have the Page of Inspiration in reverse. So this is the Page of Wands, and that is when you get new inspiration. This is where you know, your creativity, you have these new ideas, and with it in reverse, this is kind of taking you out. Like you don't feel inspired. You're wondering, why does this keep happening to me? You can see that she is, you know, laying there with her cats and consoling with her familiars, and there's this cloud of inspiration, but because it's in reverse, it's like she's trying to catch it. She's trying to get the inspiration. So at this time, you might be feeling a little blah. You might be feeling like nothing is going right, okay? But Spirit is saying that it's just to wake you up, because your infinite abundance is right around the corner. Yeah, so you got the Two of Wands. So you moved out of the Page of Wands and you're into the Two of Wands. And this is a new path, a new journey. Okay, that's where you are headed. This is, you know, it's a shorter journey, because it's like he's looking over the ocean. It looks like he's holding I don't know if that's, he's holding a moon or something. You can see like there's the orb there, and he's overseeing, he's surveying the land. And so you're seeing that, yeah, maybe the one Page of Wands, it didn't work out, but you've got another wand here. There's another opportunity coming. So, you know, it's like you're not going to cry over and get stuck in this energy. Know that there's something else coming your way. And then you've got the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is coming in with new news. I'm hearing that whatever this was that you weren't expecting, it was to get you here, where you see things differently. You know that you have other options. You're not going to get stuck. You can see where she's holding the sword. Swords represents being in your mind. She's looking over her shoulder. And so it's like she's waiting for a surprise to come in. And that's what's going to happen. It's like the minute that you let go of this energy and you trust your, that you are the high priestess, and you trust your intuition, that is where your infinite abundance is, on the opposite side of that. Okay, so this reading is for my pile number 2s. I hope this brings you some peace and some clarity. If you'd like to dive deeper, I mean, these are general readings. If you would like a little more clarity, you can book a session with me if that's what you're being called to do. Also, thank you for your likes, your comments, and your shares. This is a new channel that I'm growing. And there is a link there if you want to exchange energy with me, and you can buy me a cup of coffee for this reading. Have a beautiful day, and thank you. Hello and welcome, my pile threes. If you picked this beautiful opal crystal, then this reading is for you, this message from Spirit. So what I'm hearing right away is this is your crown chakra. Your crown chakra. At this time, you might be receiving some downloads. There's some messages from Spirit, and so that's why you were drawn to that crystal. It feels very much like, a moonstone. And, being that we are in this lunar eclipse, you might be drawn to that. So for my pile threes, let's go ahead and get on with your reading. I'm going to start with your oracle cards. So what you received is strength and ancient healing wisdom. So what I'm hearing right now is, it says, everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. You are going through a healing right now, and that's where I'm seeing it's like there's ancient healing wisdom around you in the unseen. There could be ancestors with you right now. But everything that you have gone through is to get you where you are today. It's made you stronger. While going through it, it didn't feel like it, It felt like, pretty crappy. And it felt dark. But you can see, look at her wings, look at the wings and the strength. And she's watching the bird fly. That's an eagle soaring. And you have found your inner strength. So know that everything that you experience is to get you to know that you are capable of anything and everything that you desire. Okay, but you are fully supported at this time. Okay, let's go ahead and go with your tarot cards. All right, so you've got the 8 of emotions with the lunar eclipse moon there. You've got the page of emotions, and you've got the hanged muse. Okay, so for my pile fours, you're done. Okay, so this is the energy I'm feeling. You found your strength. You are done with the people that aren't supporting you. You're done of doing things the way that you've always done them. You are ready for more. You're ready for growth. You're ready. You're just feeling more confident. Okay, your strength, your courage. It's like you can see she's walking away and she's heading to something more. And so that's where you're at right now. It's like you're done. You're done with whoever has made you feel like you were inadequate. You're done with overthinking, second guessing yourself. You're done with sabotaging your efforts. Like, you're ready to move forward. You've taken your strength. You understand that you are not broken, that you are stronger than most people, and you're ready to move forward. Because here you've got the page of emotions, which is a newness. It's a page of cups. It's an offering. In the Rider-Waite Tarot, there is a page holding a cup with a fish in it, so that you see the fish. And her heart is lit up. And this is in your solar plexus. So it's like you're really feeling confident right now. It's like you're like, screw this. I know I went through this stuff, but I am walking away from being the victim. I am not a victim. I am in charge of what I desire. I'm in charge of my life, and I'm moving forward. But then you've got the hanged muse. So the hanged muse is like the hangman. So you're taking a little pause, and it's like you're hanging on the wire trying to contemplate, where are you going? What direction are you doing? And you can see there's the third eye, and there's this sun ray. So it's your confidence is there. It's like this is your solar plexus is lit up. All of this yellow here is lit up. You are confident, but it's almost like you're being a little cautious at this time. Like, you know that you can do, be, or have anything you want, but you want to make sure that you are choosing what's right for you. Because then you've got the Judgment card. And you have the Judgment card. This is an awakening. This is understanding your power. This is understanding who you are and knowing that you are being divinely guided. This is waking up from a deep sleep, okay? So you contemplated on what it is, and then all of a sudden everything comes. It's like clarity comes in, the awareness is there, you know your strength, and you're ready. You're ready to move forward. You are walking away and you're walking towards what it is that you want. So it's beautiful. And then you've got the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords energy is having more options. So you've got more than one option. That's probably why you've been in this Hangman energy. But what Spirit is saying is either one you choose. Like you can see there's the moon there as well. And she's blindfolded and her hands are crossed because, again, protecting her heart, protecting herself from making the wrong choice. And, you know, she's blindfolded. But when you're blindfolded, that's when you tune in more to your surroundings. That's when you hear more. So I'm really hearing that, you know, with this ancient healing wisdom coming in, to take some time to meditate, to go inwards, to really listen to what you're desiring, because you've got two choices, and it's throwing you for a loop. And it's like you want to take the blindfold off and you want someone to tell you what to choose, or you want to make sure you're choosing the right thing. But because you have gone through an awakening and you're more aware, you have a higher level of awareness, Spirit wants you to know whichever sword you choose is going to be the right sword for you, okay? Because you are being divinely guided. It's this energy of, you know, it's like the angel here is blowing the trumpet, making the announcement, like you've risen, and you've come out of this victim energy. And so it's like, because you've come out of the victim energy, the swords still hang over. The swords represent mind, intellect, and so there's some thoughts there that create resistance. But you've gone through the hard stuff, is what Spirit is saying, and that whatever sword you choose, whatever path you choose, whatever direction you go is going to be the right direction for you. Just trust that you are being divinely guided and Spirit is guiding you. So that, listen to your connection with your higher self. Your higher self is your crown chakra. Be open to the downloads that you receive. Be open to the direction that you are being guided towards. If you're getting stuck, if you find yourself going back in the Hangman energy and being stuck in this Two of Swords, you are more aware of who you are and your strengths at this time. So choose what works and feels best for you. So that's all I have for my pile fours. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, and comments. If you have a desire to exchange energy with me, I do have a link below where you can buy me a cup of coffee. I really appreciate the energy exchange. Or if you feel the calling to get a deeper reading, because these are general readings, you can book a session with me. And until then, thank you so much for being here, my pile fours. Okay, this reading is for my pile fours. I realized that in the last reading that I kept saying pile 4. So those of you who picked pile 4, you might want to listen to pile 3 because it might resonate. For some reason, I got them crossed. So if you were drawn to the black tourmaline, this is a crystal for protection. So at this time, you might be feeling that you need some protection. And so I'm really recommending that you listen to pile three's reading as well, because like I said, in pile four and vice versa, um, if you, well, if you're listening to this and you're pile three, it's just there's a cross watching. Pile 3 and 4 is connected somehow, and that's why I kept saying pile 4 when it was pile 3. So I apologize for that, but Spirit wants them connected for some reason. Okay, so my pile 4s. There's something heavy going on, and this is why you were drawn to this protection crystal. So maybe at this time you were feeling like things are a little scattered. I want you to be mindful of the lunar eclipse energy that we are dealing with right now, which does question your worth, question what is really going on in your life, not feeling supported, being in your head, and just not feeling energetically aligned. And so I want you to be mindful of the energies that are around you. We take on energies that we're unaware of because we are connected, so above as below. And sometimes we take on energies unknowingly. So I'm going to go ahead and start with your oracle cards. And what you received is teaching. You inspire young people to learn, and vigilance. Okay, so this could be that you are a teacher. This also could be there's some teachings that you are learning at this time. And I'm almost feeling like it's something that you are learning. Maybe younger people inspire you, but I'm seeing 2 butterflies here, and the teacher has her angel wings. So I feel like what Spirit is saying is to get back into your childlike nature. This is going to help you let go of this fear that you're holding on to, knowing that you're fully supported. You are going through a transformation. Because with vigilance is strength. It is strong. It is, you see these mountains, like they're not moving. And so that is where there's some courage here. There's there's something that you've been going on, that you've been dealing with, that has really kind of made you, really dip into this fear energy. And, I'm not surprised with what's been going on in the world with 2020. But Spirit wants you to remember that you have the strength of the stone people. Just, you have the vigilance. So stand in your worth. I'm hearing boundaries. Keep your boundaries. Let people know, you could have a childlike way about you. And because, people see you as immature, they think that they can walk all over you, is what I'm hearing. And when you stand in your vigilance, you're teaching people how to treat you. You're teaching people what your boundaries are, is what I'm hearing. So let's go ahead and move on to your tarot cards. So we've got the 5 of Voices in reverse. We've got the 2 of Materials. And the Lover's card. So this could have to do with a relationship. With the 5 of Voices in reverse, it's like you've been in your head, but you're moving out of that. Like you were overthinking, really doubting yourself, because with it upright, this is it's like deep thought. You're in deep thought. And with it in reverse, you're moving away from that energy of being in deep thought, because you're realizing that it's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for you to stay in that mental the mental prison, okay, is what I'm hearing. Because what's coming up is you have the two of materials. So you're juggling something that's like, it could be two separate ideas that you're working on. It could be something in your life, there's something that you're juggling. Maybe it's money because of all of, the uncertainties right now, but so you keep going back and forth. And if it's a relationship, maybe that's what you've been doing. I'm kind of feeling like this is more in the relationship department, where there's someone in your life that hasn't fully committed. Maybe they aren't respecting your boundaries, and you keep waffling back and forth where you're done, but then you take them back. And then you tell yourself, I'm not going to listen to this anymore. I'm done with that. You're going to stand in your strength, but then they come along and you weaken again, and you let this person back in. And this person is making you question your strength, making you question your worth. And so this is why you were drawn to the crystal for protection, because you want to move away from this energy. You don't want to go back to it, but there's something about this person that draws you to them like a magnet. And it's like this belief that they're going to change. And so I kind of feel like this is why the teaching card came in with the children. It's like having that childlike, what's the word I'm looking for, Spirit? Having that childlike view and believing in someone, and not wanting to see the bad in the other person. It's it's like this newness. It's a new relationship. It is there's this freshness, okay? So it's like, because you're in like the honeymoon stage, you're willing to accept more than you normally would. But you're realizing that it's not serving you. It's not serving your highest good. And so you're waffling back and forth. Do I care about this person? Do I want them in my life? Or am I going to just, get out of my head and be led by my heart, is what I'm hearing. And being vigilant. It's like the vigilance is the boundaries. I'm really hearing boundaries here. Okay, so let's go ahead. Got the 7 of Pentacles. So this, whatever this is, this relationship, I really believe that this is a relationship for my pile 4s. Again, you might want to listen to pile 3 as well, as I was saying that there was a mix up there. But you've gone through a lot. But whatever this is, it seems like a lot of work. It's like when you're in a relationship, you want it to be easy. Not all relationships are easy. They are work. But for some reason, this feels like a lot of work. So you're feeling more exhausted than lifted up in this relationship. So that's where it's like you're done. But then should you, because this is the Lover's card, you're attracted to them, but you're wondering if your investment is going to pay off, kind of thing. I hope that resonates with you. Because again, you've got the 2 of Pentacles, okay? You got the 2 of materials, the 2 of Pentacles. It's that energy of waffling back and forth. You are working hard. This relationship, I'm going to be honest, and this relationship does not serve your highest good. You want it to. You want this person to be the right person, and that's why you keep in this energy of back and forth, trying to weigh the pros and cons. But there's so much work in trying to make this relationship work out for your highest good. And it's not serving you, okay? So know that this is coming in, this relationship is coming in as a teaching to learn what you do and you don't want in a relationship, and to teach you how to create healthy boundaries. sometimes we attract people into our lives where there's certain healings that we have. And I'm really feeling like for my pile fours, you have a really tough time with boundaries. You have a tough time with staying in your worth and doing what you say and say what you do. And because of that, people think that they can treat you the way they want to treat you. This doesn't have to be a love relationship. I mean, like I said, this is a general reading. If it's not a love relationship, it could be in the work environment. You're not being respected by coworkers. You're not being respected by your boss. And, you know, it's like you need the money, but you don't want to be there. So you keep hoping that it's going to change, but it's really exhausting, okay? And, you know, I'm feeling like for my pile fours that, you know, people just aren't respecting you. They're treating you like you're a child. And that is why you were so drawn to this protection crystal. You know, my heart goes out to you, my pile fours. But your worth is there. When you stand in vigilance and you have your boundaries, this is all about teaching you about your boundaries. That's what this whole reading is. So if you are experiencing something that makes you feel like you're worthless, that makes you feel like you're not good enough, that makes you feel like, you know, that you just don't have a say, know that this is only so that you can stand in your worth. It is teaching you. It is teaching you how valuable you are. When a relationship comes along and it is too much work to make it work, it's time to let it go. No matter how charming the person seems, no matter, you know, you're thinking, oh, maybe this is my twin flame and we have this kind of fire and water energy, and you know, sometimes it's very passionate and then other times it's just, you know, all over the place, and it's this roller coaster ride, and you find yourself being addicted to that. And it's like this card with the Five of Voices being in reverse, you're just kind of done. You know, you don't want to stay in your head anymore. It's exhausting. You're feeling exhausted, but every time you make the decision to walk away, your heart starts to, you know, yearn for this person or for this situation, and you're like, okay, well, maybe I could work harder. Maybe I'm not enough. Maybe I can change some things about myself. Maybe if I, you know, work out and I dress a certain way, or I do more for this person, then they'll see me worthy. And then you're exhausted and you're just like, okay, I'm done. But then it's like, okay, you look at this pinnacle and you're like, well, it's not so bad. Like, I could have this pinnacle, which feels scary, but then I could have this one, and you know, I know what to expect, where the other one I don't. And so it's kind of this juggling act where you're not quite letting go because you're afraid to let go, because you're like, what if I let go and they were the one? What if I let go and I ruined a good thing? But what I'm hearing is you have to let go. You have to let go. This is only here to teach you about your boundaries. And if it is meant to be, when you stand in your strength and in your worth, if they're still around, if they still stick with the relationship and they honor you, then it was meant for you. But if they don't and they still play head games with you, then it's time to let it go, because it's not a good relationship for you. It was only here to teach you how to have healthy boundaries. Okay, my beautiful pile fours. I know that was a lot to take in. You know, we are in the lunar eclipse this evening, and so be mindful about your energy. Take some time and rest and journal and get clear on who you want in your life as a life partner. And know that these energies that are around, even though they feel kind of tough, it's only because you're strong. Stuff like this happens to the strong because they can handle it, and you learn and you become more courageous. Your strength is like tenfold. So it's not a sign of weakness. And like I said, if you if you're watching this, I would recommend that you watch the reading for pile 3 as well, because you might get something out of that, because I was saying it was pile 4 the whole time. Okay, so I'm going to take a deep breath here. I just want to thank you for all of your likes, shares, and comments. This is a new channel that I am growing, so I appreciate every comment, every view, every like. It helps me to stay consistent in my readings, because I know that there's actually people that are enjoying the messages and they're really resonating. Again, I'd like to mention that this is a general reading, so if you want a deeper and more clarity, you can always reach out to me to book a one-on-one session where I am only reading your energy. And also, I do have a link below, so if you'd like to exchange energy, the giving and receiving energy keeps more going in your life, so I'd like to give the opportunity. I do have a link where you can just buy me a cup of coffee. It's just a small gesture, but you're exchanging energy with me, and we're keeping the cycle of giving and receiving going. So thanks again. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.